Hey, how you doing? This is Everything and Nothing All with your boy, Mr. Cool Breeze. And again, I have my friend Jade with me.
Hi guys.
All right. Today we want to talk about being a transplant in Atlanta. What has your experience been like at being a transplant in Atlanta so far, Jade?
I've been really surprised at how expensive Atlanta actually is. Everybody coming from DC, everyone's like, "Oh, you can get to Atlanta, you can save some money, you can really rack up, you can really just really have a great time in Atlanta." But what's interesting here, Atlanta is really, really expensive. I probably looked at over like 20 to 30 apartments, and I'm just really surprised that they are like DC prices. Like some of the places wanted $1,800. $1,800 is DC prices on the low end. So this doesn't sound like anybody's saving any money. No. What about you?
Okay, so here's the funny thing. The prices in Charlotte have been going up, and somebody was like, "Oh, yeah, it's way cheaper." I don't know why they keep selling us this dream. There is like an Atlanta Illuminati out here telling everybody to just spread the word that it's cheaper in Atlanta when it's not. It's really, really not. But I will say this. They have a diverse community of actual places you can stay. Now, you might get the price you want. You just might be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well, I would say just really like looking at like trendy places. So I'm in I guess coming from DC, you really have a change of mindset. I'm from Houston. Moved to DC about 3 years ago, and it really changed how I thought about city living. I like the walkability aspects. I like the ability to walk to the grocery store. I used to hang out in DC a lot. I lived in Alexandria. Shout out to Alexandria, Virginia. And I took the subway, so I would always park my car and just go into the city. And it's, green friendly. But this is not a cheap place. But some interesting places I saw was West Midtown. I heard that was up and coming. That was really nice. I looked at Midtown, downtown. I looked at Union City.
I was in Buckhead the other day. It's really nice there too.
But that traffic, though, just random traffic all times of day in Atlanta. So it's an adjustment. I haven't been here that long, but it's definitely adjustment. So let me tell you what surprised me about Atlanta. So, every place you go, there's like different things that stand out to you. But I thought this was basic. There's a lot of expensive apartments in Atlanta, maybe 5 years and older, and they don't have washer and dryer in the apartment. So I said,
I've seen that. What is that?
I said, what is that? Like washer and dryer, I thought was standard of living. But they're like, no, you can rent a washer and dryer. Or you buy one.
I thought that AC, like central air, was like that was standard until I found that New Yorkers don't have that at all. So it's I'm from the South. I don't understand the central air stuff. And then the washer and dryer, like where do you expect me to wash my clothes?
They have community washer and dryers. No. But that really reminds me of going with my grandma to the laundromat, and that was like a thing. We would get up early Saturday morning. We had the clothes all sorted, and then we would stay there all night. Not all night, but several hours washing our clothes. So I do know people who still do that, but for the price that they're asking for these apartments,
I need it in the crib.
I just can't see, on top of the high rent, renting or buying a washer and dryer. So that wasn't cool, Atlanta. It wasn't cool, Atlanta. It's not cool.
That
washer
kind of
and dryer
reminds me of being
standard.
on campus. Like when I was in college, he's like, you had to take your clothes down to the laundry room, then you wash your clothes, and then you go all the way back to your room. It's like, know.
Yes.
I want to wash my clothes in privacy. Like I want to be able to just throw my boxes in by themselves, And not worry about somebody stealing my boxes. Like, what's up? What's wrong with you people?
So, like, nothing against people who still go to the laundromat. I understand.
No, there's something to
it's necessary, but for 1,800 or at least 16 in Atlanta, I think that should be included and the price. And if it was included, it was like $17.50 for a place with a washer and dryer. That's just
I don't get that one. That's a tough one. That's really, really tough. But I have seen some of the homes that they've made, like the little lofts and everything. Yeah. Those are really, really nice. They have those by Uptown, by the stadium, by the not Bank of America. What is their stadium? Mercedes-Benz Stadium. By Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they actually have the lofts that are set up to where maybe they used to be old
warehouses.
Yes, it used to be old warehouses, and they have like the parking lots inside of them with the gates to lift up. Those are kind of cool because they remind me of like something you see off of like. It's funny that you just came from DC, but DC and New York, like those little crafted houses, you know?
Yeah.
Or homes.
Homes. They're really nice.
I like them.
They're just really hard. Well, I'm all about the aesthetics, but also sometimes I trip. So I don't want to trip. Not that I trip at home, but just in case. The lofts are made of granite or cement. That would be a hard fall.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would do it. But they're really crafty, and there's some really, I say, unique spaces in by the Mercedes-Benz. I've been over there. It's a really nice area. So what do you do? So I've been here about 7 weeks in Atlanta. You have been here
3.
This
will be my 4th week.
Congratulations!
Yay!
You know.
Tomorrow is gonna make my 4th week, or something like that.
Okay, cool. Okay, you're a newbie just like me.
Yes.
What do you do? What have you done so far?
Okay, so I've been to a Nike shoot. I haven't been to anything that's like considered actually fun. Like I haven't been out partying. The only time I went partying was the A3C event.
Okay.
I've been to the mixer and the actual, I guess that was the party at the end. That's the 2 things that I've gone to that was social, but it was fun to me. I went to a Nike shoot. I learned a lot about the different things that they have to do for the Nike shoots. I went to a movie shooting, and they were actually up there, and I see how many times they do the scenes. It's crazy. They do the same scene like 10 times.
Wow.
Probably more than that, but it was a lot. And they had all the different moving parts, different cameras. That was exciting. I just like learning, so it was good for me. And then other than that, networking. Networking has been a real experience out here because you get to meet not just people from Atlanta, because a lot of people aren't actually from Atlanta, but you get to meet all the different people from all the different places. It's truly a melting pot here.
So I haven't done a lot yet. I'm still trying to get settled. But earlier this October, my friend had invited me to Thursday night at Mercedes-Benz, the Home Depot, and it was fabulous. I highly encourage you to go visit. It's Thursday night at the backyard. It's free to go to, but I recommend getting the VIP because with VIP it's about $25 and you get 3 food options and 2 drink options. And I got to try out a lot of different food that I probably wouldn't have tried because I haven't been that adventurous in Atlanta. But also they have local vendors. So I was able to get a Syracuse mitten. Go Syracuse, go Orange. Woo. I got one of those, and I got to meet all these people who made local jewelry. So while I was there, I had Wheelie's Donuts. Amazing. The owner was really nice. So Wheelie's Donuts, they had Madagascar vanilla icing, and they cooked the donuts right there, dip it, and it was amazing. So shout out Wheelie's. I really do love donuts. But that's what I've done. I've been to the tailgate. That was a different experience.
I have been to a tailgate. Atlanta sucks, but they love their team.
No comment. But the tailgate was interesting. So I went to the Home Depot tailgate, and that was different. It was very organized. And then I went across the bridge over there by CNN, and that was an experience of live music, a lot of other things. I didn't
They
know.
have a lot of those. They have a lot of performers that be on the street actually just playing trumpets. They had a guy playing drums. I seen a guy playing a guitar. He was playing a Bob Marley song. It was really cool.
The first time, what's interesting about the tailgates here, besides the musicians, is they have tailgates parties where they charge you like $30. So that was pretty. I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. So I don't know. I haven't been to a lot of tailgates. But something else that was real interesting to me, everybody in Atlanta has a hustle. Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
So
They have 3 of them.
Yeah. So when I was telling people I just had one job, they're like, "Why? Like,
Something's wrong with us.
They're like, "Why don't you have like what's your other hustle?" And they always talk to you about having a hustle mindset. So somebody was telling me that you can have millionaires have 7 streams. Okay, 7. Oh, guys, we got 7 minutes before we gotta be out.
6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on.
Yes, but what I found really interesting that they always tell you what millionaires have. So millionaires in Atlanta, they were saying have 7 streams of income. So I thought that was interesting because they have this different mindset about being prosperous and having money. But what got me was when I went to a couple of different places downtown. When you valet your car, they have PayPal in the Cash App. So if you don't have cash, you can PayPal or Cash App it. And at I went to like a club, and the bartender was like, "Oh, here's my Cash App, here's my PayPal, here's all these other forms of payments, so you can give me my tips." And I thought that was different because no one else has done that before. So
They are about their money here. You know what's funny? I used to always say that I like people from New York because people from New York, they always find the money. Apparently, people from Atlanta always find the money too, though. Yeah, so it's refreshing.
it's different. It is very different.
I love it.
I don't know. I guess in DC, my friends talk to me about having a budget and really sticking to the budget versus
Trying to get rich.
I don't know if richness.
Jade, we're gonna get rich.
It's not. I don't think it's about richness.
No more
I think
budgeting. We're just gonna get rich.
No,
and
you
blow all
gotta
the
keep a
money.
budget. You gotta.
No
keep
more
a
budgets.
No,
We're
you
blowing-
gotta. No, budgets work.
They
Shout
do.
out to people who have accountability partners. It's cool. But budgets work, and I think here when I talk about like budgets, and I was like, how are people so successful in Atlanta because they have all these nice things, and I was like, man, their budget must be great. So
I would like to actually see the budget because you always get what people show you. You never get what they actually have. You know what I mean? So I would like to see these people with all these businesses to see how they actually live because maybe they have a bunch of businesses because they're living beyond their means. You understand what I'm saying?
or maybe they have a good budget.
Or maybe they have a good.
Hey,
maybe,
anybody
listen,
in the Atlanta Chamber of Commerce
Let
or
us know.
Black Atlanta Chamber of Commerce or anybody that has a business, hey, we would love to talk to you about how you're able to budget and how you're living out your dreams. So, that's almost our time. Any lasting thoughts?
We're not leaving. They have to kick us out.
Yeah. We had a very interesting day. So, one of the things I always talk about, hey, don't sweat the things you can't control.
Right.
So, we made it. We're here. This is our second time doing this, and it just goes up. So,
Yeah.
hey, people, have a blessed week. We hope to hear from you. Drop us a line below. Tell us your thoughts. A-Town, is that still a thing? Survive? I don't know. Talk to you soon.
Peace.